In other news, Meek Mill says first week album sales do not matter. Meek Mill took to Twitter yesterday to let off two tweets about album sales. I guess he's referring to Coyle Ray's first week numbers coming out, which I think she's projected to sell 11,000, and a lot of people are clowning her because she has damn near the whole industry on her album. So Meek Mill says, "We don't go off first week numbers. Labels run that shit, and most of the numbers be fake. You can clearly see all the artists that's killing shit. Focus on your brand and impact. They crashing the rap game out. The everybody drop on Friday BS. What the fuck is that? Why would you want to sell your product on the same day as the competition for a billboard? Look, what does that do for an artist?" So let's talk about this for a moment. First and foremost, I agree a little bit with what Meek Mill is saying, but at the same time, you know how they say sometimes right message, wrong messenger. Meek Mill is the wrong messenger for this message because I find it ironic that now that Meek Mill isn't selling the type of albums that he wish he was selling or that he used to be selling, now he's coming out against first week album sales and things of that nature. Now, I do agree with Meek Mill that first week album sales really don't matter in today's age. I really don't care about album sales to begin with. Like, if the music good or is it trash? That's the only thing I really care about in today's age. I think this all started when my favorite rapper, 50 Cent, came out in 2003, and he had the highest selling debut hip hop album of all time. And 50 just started this billboard stuff. Everybody, no, before 50 Cent, nobody in the hip hop community paid attention to album sales and billboard sales. That was relegated to the record labels. They the only ones that care about that because in the grand scheme of things, that's how they make their money. That's how they gauge if they need to keep pumping money into an artist to make these artists bigger so they can sell more records. They the only ones that care about album sales. But when 50 Cent came out, he had the highest selling hip hop debut album, which I think he sold 830 some thousand first week. And then he came back a second week and did that again. So he had his bragging rights. And ever since then, he started talking about people selling albums and, oh, you didn't sell this. Oh, if you sell this much, you in the graveyard. Now, that's all fine and dandy when your albums are selling, but when you're not selling those type of numbers and moving those type of units anymore, now what? And that's the predicament that 50 Cent finds himself in. That's the predicament that 6ix9ine finds himself in, because when you always pumping up and talking about, oh, I sold this, I did that, when them numbers not the same anymore, you don't have a foot to stand on. And they have a saying like, live by the gun, die by the gun, live by the numbers, die by the numbers. So you shouldn't even be talking about that. It should just matter, is the music good or is it not? There's so many more factors that comes together when it comes to this music, and if people actually making a dent or actually out here moving and shaking. And first week numbers, yeah, to an extent it matters, but not really to the grand scheme of things. It doesn't matter to the consumer. It only matters to the record label and that artist if they want such bragging rights. But I don't really care about first week album sales because, yeah, you might have a slow first week album sale, but that album might go on to sell 1,000,000 copies or 2,000,000 copies, or go gold and sell 500,000 copies. You don't know what the album is going to do. And the first week is nothing. It don't mean just because your first week's album came in low don't mean shit, bro. Like, the album's gonna be continue to be sold for years to come. You don't know what the album's gonna end up being, but I just don't like this. I do agree with what Meek Mill is saying, that first week album sales don't matter, but he's the wrong messenger to say that because he has ulterior motives and he's being biased because his albums and his first week sales be looking funny in the light now that people is not really fucking with him at the moment. But I might be wrong. Maybe I'm biased. Let me know down in the comments below how y'all feel about this or what Meek Mill said. Do you agree with Meek Mill that first week album sales don't matter? Or do you feel like Meek Mill is just blowing smoke up everybody's ass and want people to stop paying attention to album sales so people won't look at his first week album sales? Let me know in the comments below. But like I always say, man, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching my videos. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.